Okay, hi everybody, this is Carrie, Careless211. I was asked to do a tutorial on these zipper flowers that I just started to make. I've never had the camera oriented like this before, so hopefully I'm doing this alright and you can see. So I'll give it a shot. Anyway, so I made all these different kind of flowers, and today I made one like this with the hole in the center so that I could put this knob in there and the screw will go through the hole for the top of cigar box I'm doing, so I'll show that in another video when it's done. But the first thing that you'll want to do is obviously gather up whatever zippers that you want to use. This zipper was very, very long, over 24 inches, so I can get a couple flowers out of that. So you need a zipper, some paper for the back, a punch. I just use a circle punch. I think it's 1 inch. And obviously your hot glue gun and a pair of scissors. So that's what you'll need to start. I just wanted to show how to prepare the zipper real quick. There's not much to it, of course, but all these zippers I got and more were all pulled out of clothes. They got all these extra strings on them and stuff, so I sat and I sit and pull all the strings out of each one before I do it, just so those are out of the way. So I do that on the whole thing, and then I take the end of the zipper, where the stop is, and I just cut it off. So I just cut it off and unzip it, take this thing, the handle of the zipper off, and I'll use that for something else. And then, I can trim up these ends. I could cut that top part off if I wanted to. Take this string off. And then that's what I use to make the flowers. So, okay, so what you're gonna do is punch just a circle that you can glue everything to, and then take your zipper, and for this one I'm gonna cut lengths of 2 inches. So this is just like a silicone mat that I got it at Goodwill. It's for the kitchen. But if you have those non-stick craft pads or whatever, that's good too. But so I'm just cutting them all at 2 inches. It's best if you get it as close as you can, and obviously it's going to be a little tricky getting through some of the teeth sometimes, getting your scissors in between there, but do that the best you can and as straight as you can. And you're going to need 5 or 6 of them. So we'll do that and we'll be back. Okay, I tried doing this last night, but the camera just didn't cooperate with me, so I did the whole outside of the flower and it didn't record it. So I will do it again. So again, you have your circle, and you're just going to take your zipper pieces that you cut, and you're going to fold them so that the 2 ends meet like that. One overlaps the other. Then you're going to put a little bit of glue on your circle. Try to get it on the circle. Ugh. And glue it on there. And sometimes, and that's why I do it on this mat, so that I can just lift it off of there. It won't stick because I get glue everywhere. And I can always stick some glue under that side of the zipper if I need to. And then do the same thing again. So the ends overlap like that. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. And put a little bit more glue on. Overlap one petal, the petal you're putting on, over the one you already did. Just overlap the zipper parts a little bit. Alright, so just keep doing that all the way around. And this one I did 6 lengths of the zipper, so I'll have 6 petals. And the last one will just overlap the 2 petals there. There. So that's the flower, and then you do the spiral in the center to get that. Okay, so then the next thing would be to do the center part, and I just do that by doing a spiral with the zipper, which can be a little bit on the tricky side of life. I already kind of messed it up, but you just go around, and I just kind of overlap it, crease it, whatever you want to say, like that, and just keep gluing and going around until you don't feel like doing it anymore. And this is how I do the other flowers, from the outside in, like that. The whole way is like this. And I just keep pushing it down. Pull a million glue strings off of there. So I just moved it in a little bit. Then I'm going to cut it off. Probably be best to use fabric scissors. I didn't grab mine this time. So then you end up with a flower like that. And you can put any kind of center you want in there at all, and I'll go grab some of those. Okay, so I just decided to use a button here. I've got a big thing of buttons and beads and stuff that I was just looking through, and I think I decided just to do this one. Squirt some glue and stick her on there. That's all there is to it. Pull off all the glue strings and stuff, and so I think that's pretty cute. And of course you could put a rhinestone in there, or whatever you felt like, put it in there. Like this one, I used an eyeball, for crying out loud. Do whatever you want. And then for these, like I said, I just do the spiral like I did on the center here. Do the spiral from the outside in all the way. I watched a different tutorial, you know, there's lots of zipper flower tutorials, and on that one, she had you to do it a little bit differently. You could do a running stitch around the edge and gather it together to get something like that, or just glue it in a big, you know, roll, like roll it up on itself. You get a thicker, taller flower. I wanted mine to be flatter, so that's why I did it that way instead. Those are flatter, they don't stick up so high. So, so for the other one, you punch your circle like before, and then you just start on the outside and keep overlapping it like we did for the center. And just go all the way around and around and around till you get to the... So you go around and around and around until you get to the center and cover it with a button or whatever kind of flower center you feel like using, you know, beads or whatever. So the sky's really the limit, and you know, do whatever you want with them. These I just cut lengths and glued them going out. Did a spiral kind of thing, one layer on the back.